Hi guys, welcome to episode 6 of QuaranTUBE with Dr. Z. I thought I'd take a little bit of a break from our narrative writing because I assigned you a Khan Academy video about surface area, and I kind of wanted to break that down a little bit more before we moved on from that. So my next QuaranTUBE video is going to be about personal narrative, so we will get back to that, but I'm gonna hit surface area today because you have an LOD as well as a corresponding POD. Okay, so here we go. So as you saw in the Khan Academy video, when we're talking about surface area, we're going to refer to surface area using nets. You don't have to, because the assignment that I gave you related to the Khan Academy video was to get a real life 3D cuboid or rectangular prism, but today we're going to be reviewing how to figure out the surface area using a net. Okay, I'm going to take this somewhat poorly drawn cube, as it is kind of not straight and all of that, but you guys get the picture. This cube or cuboid, and I'm going to show you when cut and flattened down, it becomes what you call a net, right? This thing that looks like a cross. In a cube and all quadrilateral prisms, there are 6 faces, right? This is what we call a face. That is an edge, but this is a face. And so here, this net represents the 6 faces. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces. All right, as you can recall from the Khan Academy video, surface area is the total areas from each one of the faces. So you have to add up all of the areas from each face of the prism. As you can see, it says SA, surface area, is equal to, for this particular net, A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5 plus A6. This looks somewhat similar to perimeter because perimeter is similar to surface area in that perimeter you're only dealing with, we're looking at the outside of a flat surface. Here, you're looking at the outside of a 3D shape, okay? And so that's why you see that we're adding all of the areas for each face. In that assignment that I gave you for the Khan Academy video, I asked you what the difference between like regular area, surface area, and volume are. Well, as you can see, if you haven't done that assignment, spoiler alert, this is the answer. The regular area is just how much space you have in one of the faces, right, of a flat surface. Because remember, this net shows a 3D cube flattened down. So each one of these faces are shown flat. So the area, a regular area, is just one of these, one area from one of these flattened faces, whereas surface area is a collection of all of the areas together. And now volume, we learned, is the inside of a 3D shape. The surface area is the outside of a 3D shape. Okay, I'm gonna let that soak in for like 2 seconds. Okay, so here, in my drawing of the cube, I showed you that the length is 9 centimeters, the width is 9 centimeters, and the height is 9 centimeters. They're all the same because each side is exactly the same because it's a cube. Because this net reflects that cube, I've also labeled this side 9 centimeters and this side 9 centimeters. Okay, so if you know the sides to A1, you should know the sides to A2, A3, A4, A5, and A6. And once you have all of those sides, you can find the area for all of these and total it up. Or, because in the unique situation of a cube, everything is the same, you can think of maybe more than one way to solve the surface area for a cube. Now, for a rectangular prism, where you have different lengths for different sides, you may not be able to use the exact same strategy as you do for a cube. And so for a rectangular prism, you will have to calculate the area for each one of those faces, or at least a few of those faces, and then repeat it again. But for a cube, since you have the same measurement for the sides, I want you to think what's a creative way to calculate surface area. Okay, so the first part of your assignment is to actually give me the surface area of this net, of this cube. Okay, the second part of this assignment is actually going to be your POD. Here I have our POD unpacking questions. Question 1, what is the POD about? Question 2, what information do you know? And question 3, what do you need to find out? And because I know, again, you miss hearing my voice, I am going to read you the POD. And as a reminder from last time, you do not have to pause or rewind to write down the POD, because I will have this POD written in Schoology. So right now, I just want you to work on your listening skills and try to answer these unpacking questions just kind of mentally right now as you're watching the video, as I'm reading the POD that I have on my computer screen that's right next to me. Okay, all right, so here it is. POD gift wrapping. Today is Paola's birthday, and it really is, by the time you watch this, it'll be one day after, but today, the 22nd, is Paola's birthday. Happy birthday, Paola, we miss you. All right, so today is Paola's birthday, and her friend Andrea is going to wrap her a present. She got her a cute outfit and put it in a box so she can wrap it up and deliver it to her. She only has a little bit of wrapping paper, so she has to use just the right amount of wrapping paper. If she messes up her measurements, she will not have enough paper to try it again. Now, here are the measurements for the box, okay? The length of the box is 12 inches, width is 6 inches, and the height is 4 inches. What is the surface area of the gift box? So, as we recall, we said that surface area deals with the outside of a 3D object. In the case of this POD, the 3D object is what? Go ahead, you can say it out loud like we're in class. That's right. The surface, or the 3D object in the case of our POD today, is the gift box that Andrea has ready for Paola's birthday. Now, in order for us to think about and kind of visualize what we need to figure out, we can pretend like this net is the gift box. Now, this is showing the net of a cube, so it's going to be a little skewed, but if you can imagine, since it is a rectangular prism, it's going to have 6 faces. And so it's going to look similar to this, whereas this would be elongated a little bit because we're looking at a box, a rectangular prism box, not a cuboid. And so you are going to have to figure out how much wrapping paper Andrea is going to need for Paula's gift. In order to use the perfect amount of wrapping paper, she's going to have to figure out the surface area for her gift box, so that she doesn't use too little or too much wrapping paper. Okay, if she uses too little, it becomes kind of ugly looking. I don't know if you've ever made that mistake. I've definitely done it before, where I cut the wrapping paper before I really measured out how much I needed, and then I tried to wrap it up and there's not enough wrapping paper, so you have to cut another little strip and tape it, and it's a whole ordeal, right? But at the same time, she doesn't want to cut too much wrapping paper, because what if she wraps it and it's all crinkled and messy and it just doesn't look good and she wants to do it again? She won't have enough wrapping paper left to do the job one more time. So in order for Andrea to have a pretty looking gift box wrapped up nicely for Paula's birthday, your job is to find the surface area for the gift box to determine how much wrapping paper she's going to have to use. Okay, now the number set that I just read to you was set A, and of course in today's POD we have 3 sets. So please, I encourage you to try at least 2 sets if possible, and for many of you it will be possible. Please try all 3 sets. But if you do 1 set and you feel like, wow, that took me a long time, that was challenging enough, but I got through it, you could stop at 1 set. The work that you turn into me, when I take a look at it, I will know, because I know your levels. I will know whether you have done an appropriate amount of sets or not. Okay, so be sure to don't shortchange yourself and only do 1 easy set and then be done with it. Try hard. Let's stay consistent with our work habits as if we were in the classroom, and I'm also going to keep my expectations up there as well. All right, so once again, today for episode 6, we went over surface area using nets, and the surface area is I can't talk right now, is all of the areas combined. All right, and then of course you have that POD to do about Paula's gift. I was gonna say, are there any questions? But I'm sure there are gonna be any questions, but since there's nobody here with me, I'm gonna end the video, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Comment on this post if you have questions. You can message me or comment or dojo me. You guys know how to find me. All right, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.